Hello there, beautiful traders. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desmond Samuel, and this is yet another episode of our weekly Forex Forecast. Now, if you're new to my channel, that is, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, once again, my name is Desmond Samuel, and this whole idea of weekly outlook is just a segment of my YouTube channel. It's a playlist that I've said to myself, okay, fine, I cannot be the only one, making all this money and then seeing these things I'm seeing in the market. All right, so let me just help the masses. So that's why I decided to create a playlist. I come on here every single weekend to give you guys the best, realistic, most profitable, juiciest trading setup in the game. All right. Once again, ask about me. My name is Desmond Samuel, and do not go anywhere. All right. Once again, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you want to be profitable, guys, you guys have been trading. Some of you guys have been trading since 2018. You've not made a dime since 2019. You've not made any money. However, that's why Desmond is here. This is your second chance. might actually be your last chance. All right. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right. Leave a like and comment. Let me know what you think. Or are there any areas in trading that I'm not touching that you like me to talk about? Let me know in the comment. Talk to me. All right. Now the reason that's why I encourage you guys to talk to me is because number one, YouTube will actually go ahead to recommend this video to every other trader like you. And then also I get to know you guys personally because I receive emails, concerning your comment, and then I know how to tailor my video to suit your need. All right. So without wasting any more time, I have 11 pairs on my list. Now I think I'm gonna break this. Right, yeah. So I think I have about 9 solid trading pairs on my list to talk about. All right. I'm gonna blow your mind as usual. All right. So stay tuned and make sure you watch to the end because I like to leave the best for the end. So without wasting any much time, the first pair on the list is called NZD card. Now, if you've been with me for a while, sorry, if you've been with me for a while, you'll actually get to understand that I've been calling this pair since God knows when, probably March, all right, probably March, February. I called at this pair right from this point here that this market broke out, and that was March 28th of 2024. That's last month, and this is where we are. So I said to you guys, I said, listen, I'm actually waiting for this guy to pull back into this point. So I was actually anticipating that the market will pull back into this point here, and I know we continue lower. However, that didn't happen. Now, um, upon further and in-depth analysis, I got to realize that the market had some supply level here that it had not validated, and then the market was just coming in for a Fibonacci play. All right. Remember, we have a high here, we have a low, lower high, lower low. Now, technically, we ought to come in and put at least a lower high before continuing to the downside. So that's what the market came to do. Because if you plot your Fibonacci from the swing high to swing low, you get to say that this came into the 0.618 region, which happens to also be a supply level. Now, we had so many supply levels here, and I wasn't sure which one was going to hold. And however, these things are normal. You could have a setup where you have so many supply and demand levels. So you just have to be careful and know how to navigate such terrain. So we saw the market come in here after this minor pullback here after the breakout. It rallied, then came, sorry, it dipped and then came all the way to test it back. So this was the Fibonacci play, and then this was a supply level acting. And mind you, when we came on here, we actually collapsed to the downside, all right, then pull back. So this happened to be a fake out pullback, and you guys know how these things go. After a fake out, the move in the opposite direction tends to be explosive, and that's what is happening here. No single bullish candle formed. However, I'm still, listen, guys. If it's one thing that I have learned about this game is you must let the market meet your conditions. You're not supposed to meet the market conditions. It's supposed to be the other way around. Let the market come and prove to you that fine, it is ready to move. You don't tell the market when it is ready to move. It has to be the one to decide. All right. So provided we stay above this yellow bar here, I have no business shorting this guy. Provided we stay above this yellow bar, I have no business shorting this guy. I'll only be interested in this guy if you come and break below this yellow bar. You can see I have my alert tool here. So I won't need to be looking at the chart 24/7. I just have to wait. Whenever this gets triggered, they'll send me. TradingView sends me an email of everything. All right. So when this gets triggered, I'll get an email, and we've already started to put in a trend already. All right. So this is a high, this is a lower high. So technically, we should come and put a lower low somewhere inside of here, and then pull back, and then we drop this market on its head. So I'm actually anticipating. I'm still very sure this guy. All right, anticipating around probably 100 pips to the downside. All right. 100 pips. Fourth level target being here justifiably so, because this was where the market got to before it reversed. All right, so let's break below here, then pull back, and then we'll be in for some solid trades. Now, the reason as to why I'm very, very confident about this is because of what the dollar index seems to be doing at the moment, which I'll get into that shortly. All right, so for NZD card, we have to wait and see the market break below this yellow bar here. Come in here and let's see something like this. All right, play around here for a while, and then we now drop. All right, we're gonna drop, guys. We're gonna drop. I'm gonna drop heavy, and I'm first to say it now so that you guys you guys to say that this guy is not playing around. All right, we have about 170 pips to cover. All right, so we have a long way to go on this pair. So mind you, I'll be here to make sure that I'm not the only one to milk this entire pair. You and I will milk it together. Just stay tuned. Just make sure you tune into my channel every single weekend. All right, every single weekend, Saturday mornings. Because now I'm recording this video on Friday. This is the 12th of April. Exactly 11 p.m. All right, so this will be live tonight, and by tomorrow morning you will definitely see it. All right, you definitely see it. So make sure that you have your timetable fixed for Oren FX weekly analysis. All right, set it on your calendar. Like every weekend, I have to go on YouTube and search for Oren. Okay, and in the you can also turn on the bell icon so that you don't have to search me manually. You automatically get an email once there's one drops any video on YouTube. All right, so that's that about that. So I have to see this guy break below here. Obviously, we have already started to put in a trend. This is the high. This is the low, lower high. Technically lower low somewhere inside of here, then pull back, we collapse this guy on its head. All right, so that's how about NZD card in a nutshell. The next pair on my list now would be GBPUSD. All right, hold on, let's check this. Okay. So the next pair on my list now will be GBPUSD. Let me just make sure that I minimize this screen to get what I want. Guys, I've had this cough for like 3 days now. I'm tired. So many allergies for a fine man. So the next pair now is GBPUSD. Now, for the longest of time, I've been highlighting GBPUSD to the downside for a while now, and the market just broke below. But by the way, every single pair that I've called out in recent weeks have banged. If you doubt me, go back and check. I called out this pair right from we have banged. Okay, let's believe we have made money. All right, so I just want to let you guys know that we've made money. If you took if you took the trade analysis, if you took the signals I came on here to give you guys right now, you should be sitting on some heavy bands. All right, we have called out trades consistently, and this level of accuracy is crazy because I was just in my office today. Was it today or yesterday? And then one of my mentees actually texted me. It was like, bro, every single thing you called out is playing. I'm like, man, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Guys, I've been doing this for well over, I think for about 5 years now. All right, so technically you would expect me to be good at this, yeah. But also I genuinely give all glory to God, because quite frankly, if God hasn't been on my side, there is no way I would have gotten to this point. So long story aside, now we are actually starting to put in a trend also on GBPUSD, and I was highlighting this level to the downside. I said, okay, fine, provided that we can break below this demand level here, we should actually see a GBPUSD collapse all the way to this key level. Now, my prime target, mind you, my prime target for GU is this blue bar here. All right, so every single thing that is going to happen here would eventually lead to this blue bar. This blue bar is a magnet. It's a magnet, so we have to come all the way here eventually. So now that we have actually broken below here, what is next for GBPUSD? Well, easy peasy structure. All right, now luckily for us and you, me and you, there is a formation of trend happening now. We will have the high, we have a low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right, and now we're putting a lower low. Now technically we should come in and put a lower high, a lower high here. All right, so I'm expecting this market to pull back, and mind you, if you look closely, you see that this was where this market had a break in this impulsive move here. This is an impulsive move. This was where it had the only bullish candle, then continuation. All right, this is daily time frame. So I'm expecting a pullback here to this point here. Maybe some form of fake out again, as usual, fake out, and then now come back in to continue to the downside. Well, whatever the market wants to do, yeah. One thing that you need to understand is that no pullback, no entry. All right. Even if this guy decides to bleed all the way down, we don't care. All right. No pullback, no entry. The last thing you want to be doing is to try and enter here. Literally, this could fold all the way back up. Assuming this happened on a Monday or Tuesday, we have a higher chance of this, melting all the way back up. Right. So I'm not really a big fan of breakout strategy, breakout entry. I like to see pullbacks. So for me personally, what I'm waiting for this market to do is to give me a pullback. All right, give me some form of pullback. Let's just pull back to this level here that was broken, because that is how structure works. All right, a break of structure and a pullback. Look at this break of structure here. This was the structure broken, pullback, break of structure here, pullback, break of structure here, pullback. So I need to see a pullback to this level here. And once the market is ready to jump, Desmond will be here, right? Once market is ready to fall, Desmond will be here. At all times, Desmond will be here. So we have a lot of reasons as to why this pair should continue falling to the downside, primarily because of what the dollar index seems to be doing, which I'll be going over again in just a short moment. So if you go down to your 4-hour time frame, you come to see what I'm talking about here. So you see that after every minor pullback, we have the bigger pullback and then drop. Minor pullback, bigger pullback, drop. All right, minor pullback here. So we should see a bigger pullback to this same supply level. All right, this same supply level here, or demand, because this is now when the demand has turned to supply. So this is now going to be a supply level. Now to my students, I call these levels intermediary levels, because one could serve as a supply and demand. One level that is serving as a demand now could serve as a supply in the future. All right, and that's just that about FX, is that in history tends to always repeat itself. If a level has held in the past, it most likely hold in the future. It has broken in the past, it's most likely get broken in the future. So your own duty as a trader is to try and plot these levels as accurately as possible, and then be ready when the market is ready. Come to the market ready. All right, the market will always constantly try to test you, so you must come ready. You must come ready. So now this, if I plot my trend this way, you can see that we have the first touch here. All right, first touch, second touch, and I can remember putting a bar here. I said, provided that we are actually below this bar, I'm still bearish on this guy. Now this was a fake out here, because this actually cleared this trend line, and I said that it was going to go bullish. All right, however, it did not go any bullish. It fell all the way back down. CPI came, FOMC came, collapsed the entire market. Now, for those of you guys that were wondering, oh, what happened? How come these guys analysis came through? You need to understand that before the mainstream outlet, before the mainstream media, before the news outlets, the Bloomberg, the CNN, the BBC, the Yahoo Finance, before these guys give you guys the before the Feds even come out to give you any fundamental event or any figures, you need to understand that technicals already paint the picture. If EURUSD was going to fall anyway, even if the Feds come and say, okay, fine, rate pause, rate cut, rate this, rate hike, at the end of the day, it is what the technical analysis has shown us that will eventually apply. It might take a while, but technical analysis will always play. Now, mind you, I'm not downplaying or trivializing the effect that the fundamental events have in the market. I'm just letting you know that before the mainstream media comes and tells you that this is what the figure will be like, you should already anticipate it, because from the way the market moves, you would understand that, okay, fine, this guy is actually bearish. The news only serves as a source of volatility. We need volatility. All right. If the market was going to move from point A to point B, and it was supposed to take 5 days, look how long it took us from here, March 21st, all the way to April 1st. Look how fast it took us just 2 days, April 10, just 2 days. Actually, just 1 day, 1 day candle. Can you imagine? 1 day candle, 1, 2, we are down, right? This was fundamental analysis. I think this was during the Wednesday CPI. So that was it. And then I think FOMC came up at night again. So this is just 1 day. So this guy was already heading down, in the sense that this is the high, this is a lower high, lower low, lower high. Technically, we ought to come and put in at least an equal low before reversing. So this was actually going to drop anyway. Now the news came in to act as a catalyst to speed up this movement. So you need not to be afraid. Now, mind you, I'm not saying you should go out there and completely ignore fundamental events. What I'm saying is this: whenever you're in a trade or you want to take a trade, you should always have it at the back of your mind that technical always paints the bigger narrative. Now, in the event that you're about to enter a trade and you've seen that the next day is FOMC or the next day is CPI or that is FOMC or CPI, just wait till after the news. All right, the market is not going to run. Just wait till after the news. However, if you're already in a trade and you're in profit, simply move your stop losses to break even or close out. Just because it just comes to create volatility and it's just noise. All right, it's just noise. So now we are still very bearish. We have the first touch, second touch. So this is technically a third touch here. So we need to pull back into this level here. So I'm actually anticipating GBPUSD falling all the way to 1.21600. Actually, let me get rid of this. All right. So 1.21600 is my prime target for GBPUSD. However, you need to know that the market moves from one level to the next level. That's the reason as to why I had this level drawn here. Because I felt like the market had issues breaking to the downside here. So obviously in the future it might have issues breaking lower, but that doesn't mean that that will not be all the way to the blue bar. It's just that it might take a pause. All right, it might take a pause, and these my levels here help you to, it gets your entire trading process in the sense that you know when to take your profit, you know when to add more add more positions. All right, so that's just that about GBPUSD. We need to see a decent pullback here, and then we now collapse to 1.23788 first target, and then the overall level target being 1.21500. All right, you heard it here first. The GBPUSD is going to pull back to 1.25363, and then first level target 1.23788, and then the overall level target is 1.21500. All right, so that's just that. So in a nutshell, I am bearish on GBPUSD. So the next pair on my list now is NZDUSD. The next pair on my list is NZDUSD. So for NZDUSD, we've actually hit take profit. Actually, this AUDUSD. Sorry. These pairs are confusing, to be honest. So now for NZDUSD, we have actually hit our take profits. All right, we take profit that I told you guys about. I highlighted this level here. I said, man, guys, you need to give me my flowers. You need to give me my flowers, to be honest, man. Like, bro, we have been doing this, guys. I've been doing this for I think about a year now, and I can't remember the last time I had a losing trade. To be very honest, I don't mean to brag, but I cannot remember the last time I had a losing trade. I caught a trade here and it did not bank. I cannot remember, guys. I'm not bragging. Actually, I'm bragging, but I've not had a losing trade for a long time, right? So that's by the way. So our first trade to hit TP, actually second trade, third trade to hit TP is NZDUSD, right? EURUSD smash TP, GBPUSD smash TP, NZDUSD smash TP. All right, so that is that about that. I called out this price. I said, listen, as long as we have a breakout and a retest happening here, we should actually come to put at least an equal low, and that is exactly what we've done. Now we need to see us break further. Actually, if you have your trades open, kindly just take off 50% and move stop losses to break even, and let this guy break further. Then the pullback will be decent. All right. You must learn how to understand structure. I just finished having a class with my students and I was teaching them about structure. Structure is king at the end of the day. So you must learn how to interpret structure. All right, must learn how to interpret structure. So we have this downtrend acting here. All right, overall downtrend. We have this outer trend line. That's the outer trend line. We have the inner trend line here. Okay, now you can have outer trend line and inner trend line. It happens. So now we need to see NZD/USD break further down. All right, so maybe somewhere in here, and then a pullback will be very decent. However, now that we have hit 100% retracement point on the Fibonacci tool, we should actually expect this guy to consolidate a bit, or maybe just play around this level a bit. All right, do not expect this guy to just completely keep falling. Okay, it's gonna pull back eventually, just consolidate, then maybe continue further, then a pullback will not come. So now we have about 155 pips more to go on this guy, all right, before we hit this this major prick. Yeah, this guy that totally reverses guy to the upside. All right, we have about 855 pips. Now, in the event that we do breach that 0.58018 region, we should see this guy collapse from that to 0.55656. All right, so NZD has a long way to go because the dollar just broke out. So we have a long way to go, guys. Long. Don't worry. Once again, Desmond is here to make sure that you and I squeeze out every pip that the market has to offer on any pair. This year, we are clicking withdrawals. Guys, you need to be active. You have to be active. All right, so that's that for NZD USD. Long story short, we smashed targets and surpassed targets, to be honest. And we need to see a pullback here so that we can actually continue shorting this guy to the downside. Now, the next pair on my list will be AUDUSD. Now, on the flip side of things, we have AUDUSD threatening to blow out to the upside. Actually, I want to blow up to the upside. All right. So this is AUDUSD. We came into a consolidation somewhere around last year. Yeah, this is it. So just get this out of the way. Yeah, so this is AUDUSD. So prior to hitting this triple bottom that we put here, this pair has been falling all through 2023, guys. We've been shorting this guy. God, see, I wish I could. I wish I could open your mind and just enter inside and speak directly to your soul. Whenever you open the chart, you come on TradingView, you pick a pair that is about to trend 200, 300, 400, 500 pips, 1,000 pips. Guy, you can make an insane amount of money trading just one pair in a year, literally. So just pick a pair that is about to collapse or rally aggressively, all right? And one way to do that is to go on a higher time frame and work your way down. So from this, you can see that this guy was already, bro, made so much money from this guy. That's following 8,400 pips, all right, in a year. So now we came in here to hit a triple bottom, and then now we are blowing out, and it looks as if we want to go back to the all-time highs. It looks as if we want to go back to the all-time highs. Sorry, the 2022 highs, right? It looks as if we want to go back there. And if you measure this pip count from here to this point, you have roughly 1,200 pips. So there's room to the upside, a lot of space to the upside, a lot of space to the upside. Now, have we broken out of this pair of this range? Yeah, we have broken out. Now, what is happening on this pair? So now let's talk some technicals here. Now, if you come on the 4-hour time frame, this will be clearer. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have a nice uptrend. We have a low, we have a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, range, higher high, higher low. All right. So now this is the pullback. We've broken this guy now. We've come out to retest it. However, you whenever you want to. So I'm not really a big fan of taking the first pullback of a pair. Reasons being, we could easily break back below here. We could easily do that. So ideally, what I love to see is for me personally on this pair, because I'm not really a big fan of AUDUSD that much. Any Swiss franc pair, I'm not really a big fan. But I like to see us come and clear this 0.59955 bar. Once we clear this bar, I know that okay, fine, we are done with anything down. We actually due up. Now I'm not even bothered about this place I have from here to here. I'm not stressed out about that at all. The key thing is that let it be a winning trade. It's not about how many pips or how many risks we want. Is it a winning trade or a losing trade? Do you understand? That is the most important thing. You could risk 30% or 5% on a one-to-one and still make the same thing as someone risking 5% on a 1-to-3, if not more. All right. So you need to understand that what matters most is it a winning trade or is it quality trade or not? I don't want to be stuck in a range. Right. This is a range as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to be stuck here. Okay. However, this is still very, very bullish, but I would prefer us to come and break this bar. Once we break this high and pull back, then I'm very confident that okay, fine. All I have to do is buy this guy to the upside. All right. However, provided we remain here, I'm not really confident. on this guy. All right, I'm not liking this setup at all. So let us first of all either come back in here, because this is an engulfing candle. All right, so this is selling pressure. So either we come back above here, or we break above here. Then I'll make my entries. All right, I'm not in a rush to make any entry on this pair. So the next pair on my list now would be AUDUSD. So now for AUDUSD, like I'm just gonna pick up from where we stopped, because I'm not really a big fan of this pair at all. This pair has stressed me out so much all through last year and this year. I hate it, frankly. All right, to be honest. However, we have a weekly, finally we have a weekly close below, guys. We have a weekly close below, right? So we have a trend continuation playing out, potential trend continuation playing out here. So this is a downtrend, no doubt. I don't have to go over that again. Now, this is where the market had a stumbling block and they had to reverse to the upside. Now, we have actually failed to put in a higher high instead of putting a lower high, and now we're coming to put in at least an equal low here. All right. So now I am actually very, very confident that this guy is about to drop to the downside. It has been playing around for a very long time, guys. It has been in this range for very disgusting pair, man. However, now it looks like it is about to drop, right? It's like it's about to give us money. However, I'm still very, very skeptical about this guy, because this guy showed me a lot of issues here, man. Bro, last year was so hectic. A lot of issues in here, just ranging for no absolute reason. All right. So AUDUSD has broken out. However, it is not ready to keep falling. As far as I'm concerned, this pair is not ready. We have to see some further decline and then a pullback. However, it is bearish. It has broken out. But is it ready to fall? It is falling, but is it ready to keep falling? No. All right. We have to allow this guy to take his time. All right. Let it just take his time, and then a decent pullback to 0.64975. Then I'll be confident enough. And a bounce, after a bounce, then I'll be confident enough to say, okay, fine, this pair is actually ready to fall. Provided that this guy is still hanging in here, this is still bearish. In fact, we actually clear to 0.62907. However, just to be extra careful and extra cautious, I have to see this. I have to leave this guy for maybe another 2 weeks. Let us see the kind of consolidation that forms here, and then if we get a solid pullback and then we see a nice bounce, I'll be very confident to come and stake my money on this pair, because this pair has shown me a lot of issues in the past, and I have to be extraordinarily careful with this guy. I'm not a big fan of AUDUSD. Never liked it from the onset. This guy has stressed me out so much. I rather stick to what is easy to trade, which is the EURUSD. All right. So that's AUDUSD in a nutshell. We have actually broken below here. However, we still have this low to clear. All right. So we still have this low to clear. Guys, I have this cough. So we still have this low to clear, and we could easily come in here and then blow all the way back up. All right. So I'm very, very skeptical about this guy. It has shown me a lot of stress. However, is he ready to fall? Not yet. Yeah. Is it falling? Yes. Has it broken out? Yes. Is it ready to fall? Not yet. You have to wait for a pullback and a bounce. All right. So that's about AUDUSD. Trendline is out of the way. Chart pattern is looking like it wants to fail. This inverse head and shoulders pattern is looking like it wants to fail. All right. So everything is pointing south as far as I'm concerned. However, is the guy ready to give you money? Chill, bro. For another 2 weeks or a week, I'll be back. Guys, I'm not going anywhere, guys. This is my YouTube channel. I'll be back over and over and over and over again to talk to you guys about this pair. All right. So the next pair on my list now will be my favorite, one of the easiest to trade and one of the most traded currency, which is EURUSD. So for EURUSD has a similar structure to GBPUSD, yeah. And I can remember calling out this guy here. I called out both of them for months. All right. If it helps me, go back and check my previous analysis. You can see every single thing documented from start to finish. All right. So long story short, we are here. This is where we are, and this particular guy is clear to the downside. He over clear, guys. It is over. He over clear to the downside. All right. We have a valid breakout. Weekly time frame breakout, clean. All right. Daily time frame breakout, clean. So we have a breakout. That's for sure. We do have a breakout. So now what's next? We need to say pullback, right? We need to say pullback. Euro USD is actually clear to the downside. It is clear. Euro and GBPUSD, NZD USD, those three pairs are clear to the downside. All right. So we have space to the downside. We have about 200 pips to the downside, and you can take like 3 trades in this whole collapse here. But first thing that we have to see is a pullback. All right, trend line wise, let me see if there's a trend line to look out for. This is really active right now. Let's see. So we have both the inner and the outer trend line to watch out for. So we could actually pull back into this one or this one. It is entirely up to you. But as far as I'm concerned, Euro US is due, and it is heavy, and it is headed to 1.05500. You heard it here first. Euro USD, we have to say pullback. All right, because you see this market, guys. That is one thing that has to do with repetition. The more you repeat a pattern, you repeat something, you get used to the entire movement, and you now know how the market traps naive traders. Right, naive traders will be so excited, like, hey, this guy's about to fall, this guy's about to fall. Like, bro, chill. We've seen markets fall out and fold back in. All right, so we need to see this guy pull back. All right, we need to see this guy pull back. This a decent pullback, not a linear pullback. You see how this ones were. You see how the pullbacks were a decent pullback like that, and they will now continue to the downside. All right, that's that for Euro USD. So the next pair on my list will be USDJPY. Guys, we have something on our hands here. I feel like we have something cooking on USDJPY, guys. Last year 2023, I broke down USDJPY on January the 13th. You can check my previous video. You see it. Check my last year 2023 January weekly out. All right, you see there clearly. I called out this guy. We called out this guy from 1 to 8.560, and I said that this guy was going to come to 151.948 first, and we have actually hit target ever since. And now it is looking like as if the market is ready to give us another 1,400 pips. All right, but let's do a quick TDA. So we go from the monthly time frame. Let's see what's cooking from the monthly perspective. This is USDJPY on the monthly perspective. This is a massive chart pattern playing out on a monthly time frame. Guys, this took years. Since 2002 up until 2022. All right, that is 10 years. Is it 10 years? Or 18 years, even 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, so for about 20 years here, we've been in this range trying to form this chart pattern here. All right, roughly 20 years. We've been in here. We've been in here. All right, 20 years actually, yeah, correct. 20 years we've been in here. Guys, it took 20 years for a chart pattern to form. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, have you guys ever sat down to think about how crazy that is? 20 years for a chart pattern to form. And this is a significant chart pattern on a significant time frame, which is the monthly time frame. Now, if you now take your range, there's a range principle that states that the total amount of things accumulated in the range, once the market breaks out, we should see the market rally into the equal amount of pips if it is bullish or bearish. All right. In this case, bullish. Now, the total amount of pips accumulated inside this range was 8,500 pips. Now that we have broken out, we've only moved about 2,000 pips in total. Now we still have roughly about 6,000 pips to go on this guy. All right, from here we have roughly about 5,900 pips to go. All right, so now one thing that I need you guys to understand is that the USDJPY does not move the way every other pair move. It's pullbacks, and people don't really trade it because of the kind of nasty pullbacks it gives. It does not give you the kind of pullback that you expect to see on Euro USD or GBPUSD or NZD USD or all these dollar-based pairs. This one is a different kind of pullback. It can go in a linear format and hit your TP without even pulling back. Right? You need to understand that. So now, however, we have actually created if we have created a new we have created a new demand here, right? In the sense that we came on here, failed to break above, pull back, blue. All right. So now coming on the weekly time frame to make things look a bit simpler. So yeah, this is what's happening. This is a low, this is a high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Somewhere here it is actually starting to push. So this is a new high. It has completely taken out this high, and then this is a weekly bullish engulfing candle break and close above this place. Now USDJPY is clear to the upside. All right, it is clear to the upside. Now, my first level target for this guy will be 162.698. So what we need to see is a pullback. All right, let the market pull back, guys. We have thousands of pips to go, and mind you, 6,000 pips does not happen in a year. It could take 3, 4, 5 years to play out. All right, so you need to be rest assured that for the next 2, 3 years, you have a pair that is about to trend, that is even trending already. You feel me? And with only USDJPY, you can make a significant amount of money. So without wasting any much time here, we have this pullback here. So now you need to allow the market go. All right, let it go for some more pips. All right, let it go for some more pips. Now, the reason as to why I say that is if you're making your entry, because I don't know what entry tool you use, but I like to pair whatever thing I'm doing in the FS market with my Fibonacci. All right. Now, if I plot my fibs, you can see that the market still has some room to go. However, we have minor pullbacks and bigger pullbacks. So I'm actually anticipating, due to what the dollar index is doing now, we could actually see a minor pullback, a minor retracement first, rally, they will now see a bigger pullback. All right. However, whatever the case is, you need to understand that this market has created a fresh demand here. It has created a demand here, rallied. So we need to see the market pull back. All right. Market pull back to this level here and then continue upwards. You can see the kind of pullbacks it gives. It's not that kind of normal pair. So the best way to trade this pair will be to swing it. All right, just put your entry, put your stop loss where it has to be, and let the market work for you. You already know where the market is supposed to get to, which is 162. Actually, let me just make it a rounded figure, 162.000. All right, this is where it is actually supposed to get to. So your only business here is to wait for a decent pullback, hop on a trade, stop losses below here, and then let the market work for you all the way up. Right? You could take just this pair alone and make a significant amount of money in the market. You don't have to trade every pair. All right. So long story short, you're hearing it first. USDJPY rallying to 162.000 first. And once we breach that bar, we are going all the way to 178.000. However, this is like for the rest of the year. This is a move that could take the rest of the year to play because we are currently in April. So we're talking maybe probably November, December, even next year, February, we could still be yet to hit this bar. Okay, so that's that for you for USDJPY. And for the record, I've been trading this pair right from here. I called it out from here. I checked my previous videos. You actually get to see that I'm not blabbing. I called this guy all the way from here, and in fact, it was even a lot more in detail because I was putting my stop loss point, take profit and stop loss point. I was more detailed about it. All right, and I'm here again to do the exact same thing. All right, I'm telling you guys now that USDJPY is gonna rally to 162.000. All right, you heard it here first. Now the next pair on my list will be the JPY. That's the Japanese index. Now I want to explain the reason as to why this USDJPY is rallying at the moment. All right. Now despite every single thing that the central bank said that they were gonna try and intervene, that's not it. That they're gonna try and intervene in the collapse of the Japanese index. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any activities here. That's why I'm still very, very careful on this guy because let's be very, very honest here. Let's be very honest. Between you and I, no country will be fine watching his own currency lose value like this. Apart from Nigeria though, no, I'm not seeing any country that sit on his hands and watch his own currency devalue like this. So from what's happening here, this is, and on the flip side, that's what's happening on. So whatever is happening on the USDJPY, the inverse is happening on the Japanese index. We have a huge play coming up. All right. So this is the head and shoulders pattern from here, and then this was the neckline break. But see, we have equal amount of pips to the downside, 6,000 pips. We've covered this distance so far. So we have room to the downside. We have about 3,776 pips to go. So there is trade for everybody. There's time, there's space, there's everything you need to trade this guy. All right. So this is where we are on the Japanese index. Okay. I just need to point that out. So now we've put in a high. This is a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, technically lower high, you know, and then now we are actually starting to put in a lower low, a lower low. So now I need to see this guy continue. Maybe pull back for a minor pullback, but the ideal pullback will start from here. Ideal pullback will start from this point, all right? From this point. Okay. So we need to see the market collapse further. All right, come sorry guys. So we need to see the market collapse further to this point and then pull back. All right. So that's that for the Japanese index. This guy is bearish, hence USDJPY is extremely bullish and it's gonna remain bullish, provided that this guy remains below this bar here. All right. This is the major demand level taken out. We've cleared this demand level on the weekly time frame. We have a bearish engulfing candle break and close outside of here. This is extremely bearish. It has been bearish for years now. So the last pair on my list now will be the dollar index. Now to kind of summarize the entire thing and let you guys know the reason as to why the market is behaving the way it is behaving. All right. Now, first of all, we have the 10-year yield doing its own thing, and then they have the dollar index doing its own thing. On the other hand, so for the dollar index, I can remember coming on here to tell you guys that I was anticipating a breakout on dollar index. All right, I was actually anticipating that this guy was going to blow up to the upside, and that is exactly what it has done. And like I said earlier, the mainstream media, the news outlets, the CNN, the BBC, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, the Feds, FOMC, CPI, whatever, NFP, every single thing just comes to create volatility for the already existing technical narrative. All right, this is the technical narrative here, and it was bullish. Inverse head and shoulders pattern is a bullish pattern. It is a reversal pattern. It is a continuation of an uptrend and a reversal of a downtrend. So I was highlighting this guy. I said this guy came in here to actually fill in a gap, right? And that's what happened. Now we've cleared this high of 105.100. That in fact this is exactly the reason as to why you see Euro falling, GU falling, NZD falling, USD JPY rallying, AUDUSD falling, NZD falling. This is the reason. The dollar index is a basket of every other currency pair versus the dollar itself. All right. This mirrors the dollar itself. So now that we've cleared this high here, now technically, if you put a low, you put a high, higher low, higher high, equal high, higher low, higher high, we see a pullback. All right. You have to see a pullback to retest the broken structure. This is structure for you. All right. So we need to see this guy pull back here. And when this guy pulls back to the downside, Euro, GU, NU, NZD card, they all pull to the upside. All right. These are inversely correlated pairs. These are pairs that move in the opposite direction compared to the dollar index. In case you're lost. All right. So a pullback to this 105 region, and then we'll actually see this guy rally all the way up. Now, my next the next obstacle for this dollar index is 107.027. All right. Now, in the event, because this was where the issue started from. This was the entire problem we started having. All right. Last year October, this was where it started. Okay, and that was these October highs of last year. So we have to clear these highs still. Otherwise, people come here and still put a double top and still continue to the downside. It is very, very possible. However, judging from the flat pattern that has been validated here, we had this flat pattern play out, breakout, and retest continuation. Now, if you measure your amount of pips inside a range, remember the range principle that we spoke about earlier. So if you calculate the total amount of pips accumulated in here, once we break out, we should come and put that equal amount of pips. So ideally, this guy should rally all the way to 110 at least. All right, at least 110 at least. Okay, and I'm sure that if I look left, you can see that that was also some sort of resistance or support level, all right, in the past. So yeah, so that's that for the dollar index. The first obstacle here to clear is 107.037. Now that is where every single, in fact, let me be honest with you, that is where the actual trend will start. All right, for the year is if you can break above here, then we are all well and good. We are coming all the way to 114.800. No excuses, all right, because the market moves from one level to the next level. Okay, so you guys have heard it here first. Euro USD downside, GBPUSD downside, NZD USD downside, NZD card downside. Ooh, there's one more pair, guys. That reminds me, USD card. USD card is actually a very, very messy pair anyway, but yeah, let me just talk about it because a lot of you guys trade it. So for USD card here, we've actually breached this upper band here of this ascending. So this was an ascending triangle. Okay, this was an ascending triangle here, and we've just been playing around, and so far we failed to break below, and now we're actually breaking above. So this pair is bullish as we speak. All right, very bullish. Now first level target will be here, obviously. So we need to see a decent pullback to the already broken structure somewhere around here, and then we'll now ride this guy to the upside. So Euro USD bearish, GU bearish, AU bearish, USD card bullish, AUDUSD bullish, dollar index bullish, the USDJPY bullish, Japanese index bearish. All right. So thank you so much, guys, and that is that for my time. Once again, my name is Desmond, and if you like, and if you found value in this content, and then you like to, make some money this year with us, please click the subscribe button, turn on your bell notification, so that whenever I drop a video like this, you'll be amongst the first few to see it and prepare yourself accordingly. All right. Thank you so much. And if you want to be a part of my Telegram community, check the link in the description here to bring you straight to my Telegram community. We get to see me personally and see each and every other trader like you. All right, we have several traders in my community, and they all share their own setups, so you can learn from yourselves. And then also, if you want me to teach you personally, there's also provision being made for that. But just try as much as you can to locate my email address or my Telegram community, and they'll speak to me directly. All right, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in our next week's episode. Peace out.